Good evening. Welcome back to our lecture on rational numbers. So, in our previous lectures, we have discussed how to add rational numbers, subtract rational numbers, and multiply rational numbers. Okay. So, in today's lecture, let's look at how to divide any two given rational numbers. Okay. So what is our objective of today's class? We want to learn how to divide rational numbers. Okay. So suppose, say Marcel has 2¼ cups of juice. Okay. And now he pours 3/4 of a cup of juice into each glass. So students, can you tell me how many glasses he'll be able to fill? Okay. Or else you can consider another example. Say Marcel is having 3 cups of juice. Okay. Okay. And now he will fill 1/3 of a cup of juice into each glass. 1/3 of the cup of juice into each glass. So if you have to find how many glasses can Marcel fill. So what we'll do is we'll write a division statement to describe this situation. Okay, students. Or similarly, if we are having a dairy milk, okay, you know dairy milk bar, right? So it would be like something like 2/4 checkered board, like 8 boxes. Okay, so suppose if you want to distribute 1 piece to each, okay, so to how many people you can distribute each piece? So then again we'll be using this concept of division. Or say if you want to distribute 2 pieces to each one of them, then for how many people you will be able to distribute the chocolate? Okay. So these are the common situations where we'll be using this division concept. And then, so for dividing two rational numbers, okay, there are 2 things what you need to focus, students. Again, each and everything is quite analogous to the concepts whatever we have learned in the discussion of multiplication of rational numbers and division of fractions. So you need to focus on 2 things. One is the sign and the other thing is the value. Okay, how do you divide 2 numbers? Now, so for properties for determining the sign of the quotient of 2 integers, to predict the sign of the quotient of rational numbers, divide 2 rational numbers, use the properties for determining the sign. Okay. What are the properties of the sign? So suppose if you are dividing 2 numbers, okay, if you are dividing positive number with a positive number, okay, so the answer would be positive. If you divide negative number with a negative number, again the answer is positive. Whereas if you will divide a positive number with a negative number or negative number with a positive number, in both these cases the result is going to be negative. Okay, these are the sign rules similar to multiplication as well. If you will multiply 2 positive numbers or multiply 2 negative numbers, the product would be positive, right? So the same laws hold good with the respect to division as well. Only if the signs are different, then in the product of 2 numbers you will be getting negative sign. Similarly over here also, if you will divide negative number with a positive number or a positive number with a negative number, then you will end up with a negative result. So if the rational numbers are in the fraction form, you already know how to divide 2 fractions. Okay, you know the procedure to divide the 2 fractions. So suppose if you have to divide a by b divided by c by d, how do we do this? A by b divided by c by d, this we can write as a by b multiplied with reciprocal of c by d. And what is reciprocal of c by d? That is d by c. Okay, and then you know how to multiply 2 fractions. Okay, simply we will be multiplying the numerators and then divided upon multiply the denominators. So this is going to be your answer. So in case of division of 2 fractions, a by b divided by c by d, we can rewrite it as a by b multiplied by the reciprocal of the second number. Okay, and then our division problem has been converted into a multiplication problem. And we know how to multiply two fractions. How to multiply two fractions? Simply multiply the numerators, multiply with the denominators, and divide one with the other. Okay. So the other thing is, if the rational numbers are in decimal form, use the procedures for dividing two decimals to determine the numerical value of the quotient. Okay. So there are two things. One is finding the sign, and other is finding the value. Okay. So to find the sign, you will be using these rules, and to find the value, you will be using these concepts, whatever you have learned in the class of fractions and decimals. Okay, students. So let's look at some examples. Say suppose when two rational numbers have the same sign, their quotient would be positive. That is, if you will divide one number with the other, you will be getting a positive result. That is what we have discussed. Let's look at example. Say minus 3 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 5. So this is negative and this is negative. So the result would be positive. Okay. And then 4 by 5 divided by 3 by 2. These are positive numbers. So the result is going to be positive. And then minus 3.9 divided by minus 1.5. So again, you are dividing two numbers in decimal form, two negative numbers. So what should be the sign? It is positive. Okay. So here I am trying to explain the sign convention, and then later let's look at examples how to find the value, numerical value. So here 9.9 divided by 4.5. These are again positive values. So the result should be positive. Okay, students. Similarly, when two rational numbers have opposite sign, if the two rational numbers are having opposite sign, can you tell me the sign? Yes, you are right. So if their signs are unlike, they are different from each other, then the answer would be negative. The sign of the answer would be negative. So 3 by 2 divided by minus 1 by 5. 3 by 2 is a positive value, minus 1 by 5 is negative value. So the sign would turn out to be negative. Minus 4 by 5 divided upon 3 by 2. Students, again, here you are trying to divide a negative number with a positive number. So the sign would be negative. Okay. And consider the numbers in decimal form. Minus 3.9 divided by 1.5. The first one is negative number and the second one is positive. So negative divided by positive number. So the answer would be negative. And then 9.9 divided by minus 4.5. Here you are trying to divide a positive number with negative number. So the answer would be negative. Students, be clear with the sign convention. Simple. See, if you look at this, sign of A and sign of B, and then sign of A by B. If sign of A is positive and sign of B is positive, so sign of A by B would be positive. If sign of A is negative and sign of B is negative, then sign of A plus A by B would be positive again. So A and B, if they are of same sign, the division also results in the same sign. And then if the sign of A is positive and sign of B is negative, then the sign of A by B would be negative. And if sign of A is negative and sign of B is positive, sign of A by B would be negative. Okay. So irrespective of A and B being in a rational form or decimal form, okay, always this laws holds good. Okay, don't get confused with the sign convention. Now let's look at how to find the numerical values. So determine the sign of each quotient before we get on to finding the numerical value. So can you, by looking at the question, can you tell me what is the numerical sign? You are trying to divide negative number with a positive number. So students, what would be the sign? It should be negative. And look at the second one. You are trying to divide a negative number with a negative number. So the sign would be positive. Okay, students. So in the first one, the fractions have opposite sign, so their quotient is negative. Now, how to find their values? How to find the numerical value? See, what are the numbers 5 by 8 divided by 3 by 8. Okay. Keep the sign aside. Now, divided by 3 by 8. We can convert this into division problem into multiplication problem. How do we convert? Keep the first number as it is, and whatever number, I mean, you are trying to divide by whatever number, write its reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 3 by 8? 8 by 3. And in place of division, keep multiplication sign. So, in this manner, you can convert a division problem into a multiplication problem. How do you convert? The second number with which you are trying to divide, okay, you just write its reciprocal. And you know how to find the reciprocal. Say if a is any given number, its reciprocal would be 1 by a. Say suppose if you want to find the reciprocal of 2, reciprocal would be 1 by 2. Reciprocal of 3, 1 by 3. Reciprocal of 1 by 4, that is going to be 4. Okay, students? And then what is reciprocal of 0? You could think that is 1 by 0. But students, be clear, here we are trying to divide by 0 and division by 0 is not allowed. Okay? Because you are trying to divide by nothing. You are trying to divide by nothing. So that is a indefinite, I mean infinity value. Okay? So we can't exactly determine that value. So division by 0 is not allowed, or you can't find the reciprocal of 0. Okay, students? So be very, very cautious about this. Reciprocal of 0 does not exist. Now, so we have converted, see, we need to convert division problem into multiplication problem. So write the reciprocal of 3 by 8. Reciprocal of 3 by 8 is 8 by 3. Now how do we multiply two fractions? Simply we will multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators and divide the results. So if you multiply this, we can write this as 5 into 8 by 8 into 3. Right? So one thing is you can evaluate these products, or else if you can see anything common, like see 8 is common, we can cancel them out. So the answer would be minus 5 by 3. Okay, students? Sorry, here I have considered the example minus 5 by 8 divided by 3 by 8. Yeah. So if you look at this particular example, minus 5 by 8 divided by 3 by 4. Again, what we will be doing? Minus 5 by 8 divided by 3 by 4. The division problem will convert into multiplication problem by considering its reciprocal. Reciprocal of 3 by 4 is 4 by 3. Now students, how to multiply two fractions? We will simply multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators and divide that. Either you can find the respective products, or if you find anything common, you can cancel them out, so that expressions would get more simplified. So try to divide by 4, you can 4 ones are 4 twos are, and then 2 in 2 times 3 would become 5 upon 6. Okay, students? And since the sign is negative, so you will be putting minus on top of this. So answer is minus 5 by 6. Let's look at the other example. We need to divide minus 4 1 by 5 divided by minus 3 1 by 3. Students, in this example, we are asked to find the division of two mixed fractions. So before dividing mixed fractions, let's convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. And just now we have seen an example how to divide two given improper fractions. Okay. So the first step is convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. And the next step would be use the techniques, whatever you have learned, the concepts, whatever you have learned in the previous slide to divide improper fractions. Now, have a look at this. So can you convert minus 4 1 by 5 into improper fraction? If you will convert that, 4 1 by 5, we will write it minus 21 by 5. And then what about the second one? Minus 3 1 by 3, we can write it as minus 10 by 3. Okay, students? So if you are done with this, then determine the sign. You are trying to divide a negative number with a negative number. So can you tell me what would be the sign? It is positive. Okay. And then Then rest is you need to find the numerical value. How to find the numerical value? 21 by 5 divided by 10 by 3. Take their numerical values and then find it. Now division. So you need to convert this into a multiplication problem. How to convert this into a multiplication problem? Write this as 21 by 5. In place of division, you will be multiplying, and then in place of 10 by 3, you will be writing its reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 10 by 3? Yes, it is 3 by 10. Okay, students? The reciprocal is 3 by 10. Now this is simply multiplication of two fractions. How do we multiply the two fractions? Multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So if you multiply the numerators 21 into 3 and denominators will get 5 into 10. Just evaluate these values. Do you see anything in common? 21, 3, 5, 10. You don't see anything common in numerator and denominator, right? So simply evaluate these products. So 63 upon 50. Okay, students. So 63 upon 50 is the answer. But in the question, each and every number is given in mixed form. So try to express the answer also in mixed form only. Okay. If in the question they have given the numbers in fraction form, okay, express it in fraction form. If it is, in the question the numbers are given in improper fraction form, express the answer in improper fraction form. If the numbers are given in decimal form, express the answer in decimal form. Okay. If the numbers are given in mixed form, express the answer in mixed form. Okay. So now you have got 63 by 50. Can you express this improper fraction in mixed form? So that is divide 63 with 50. 50 times 1 is going to be 50, and then you will be getting 3. So this result is going to be 113 upon 50. Okay, students. So this is how we have found the answer, and the sign is positive because we are dividing two negative numbers. So the sign doesn't change. Let's look at another example. Here, these are examples when the numbers are given in decimal representation. Okay. So we need to find minus 1.38 divided by 0.6. Okay. First of all, let's determine the signs. Okay. Can you tell me what is the sign of the division? You are trying to divide a negative number with a positive number. Can you tell me what would be the sign? Negative divided by positive. Yes, the answer is negative. So the sign we have determined as negative. And then what is our next step? Okay, what is the next step? Write this. Try to find the numerical value. Okay, we are done with finding the sign. So the second thing is we need to find the numerical value. How to find the numerical value? Simply divide 1.38 using 0.6. Okay. Simply divide 1.38 with 0.6. So now, do you know how to divide this? How do you divide decimals? 0.6 divided by 1.38. 0.6 2s are, it will be 1.2, and then you will be getting, if you will take the difference, you will be getting 0.1, and then 8 will come down, and then 0.6. Now can you tell me what you will be doing next? 3s are. What is 0.6 3s are? It will be 1.8. 18 would get cancelled, and you will be left with 0. So what is the answer, students? 0.6 into 2, 3. So here you will be getting one more decimal point, and then 1.8. 0.63 is 1.8. So 1.8 subtracted from 1.8, this would be 0. So you would be getting 2.3 as the answer. Now let's look at another way of doing this. See, minus 1.38, this is close to minus 1. Okay, see, in the next slide I will explain this in detail. Now, for now, estimate first the nearest approximate numbers. Minus 1.838, if you look at these numbers, minus 1.38 is very close to minus 1 on the number line, and similarly 0.6, 0.6 is close to 0.5. Okay, so our job is to divide, say approximately minus 1 divided by 0.5. Okay, what is 0.5? That is minus 1 by 1 by 2. Okay, if you are trying to divide by 1 by 2, that is minus 1 multiplied with its reciprocal, that is 2. So this is equal to minus 2. So our answer should be somewhere near to minus 2. Okay, students. So that is, you will be getting minus 2.3 if you will do the exact decimal, exact division. So, but approximately we can find that our answer is minus 2. How did you find this? Approximately find the compatible numbers. Find the nearest numbers, what you know. Okay, just to visualize the number, visualize the result, how close it will be, because there are high chances that we will be committing mistakes when it comes to decimal representation or decimal point notation. Okay, so for that reason, just try to use the approximate compatible numbers and divide it, and just try to visualize where the answer would be going to be approximately. Okay, now with this in mind, let's look at the solution. So divide integers, divide the integers, forget about the decimal points. Okay, we need to find minus 1.38 divided by minus 0.6, right? So now in this example, sorry, this is plus. In this example, forget the decimal points. So you will be left with 138 and then 6. So now try to divide this. Okay, so how do you divide 6? 138 by 6. Use your long division method. 6 2s are 12, and then 1 8, 6 3s are 18. Okay, students. So you have got 23 as your answer, and we know that the sign is negative. Then just now we have seen the compatible numbers. The answer would be approximately, it would be near 2. So it should not be near 23, it should be near 2. So put a decimal after 2, after one digit. Okay, if the answer is near 23, then you will leave it like that. Okay, if the answer is somewhere near 0, you will be putting decimal over here. Okay, so when it comes to dividing two decimal numbers, there are two important things. One is determine the sign, and second thing is use the compatible numbers and find the approximate value. Okay, use the compatible numbers, the nearest integers, whatever you know. Okay, and then do it, and then try to find approximate value. Just keep it in mind. Okay, and then ignore the decimal positions and try to divide them, divide the integers. You know how to divide integers or natural numbers using the long division method. So then you will be getting some answer. Once you will get the answer, keep the appropriate decimal point as per the compatible answer. Okay, let's look at another example. Say here you need to divide 0.25 with 0.3. So here you are trying to divide two negative numbers. So what would be the sign of the answer? That is positive. Okay, since the dividend and the divisor have the same sign, the quotient is going to be the positive. And then determine the numerical value of the quotient. How to determine it? You need to find 0.25 divided by 0.3. Okay, students. So now, can you tell me how do we determine this? Ignore the decimal points for time being. So we can write this as 25 by 3. 25 by 3. You know how to divide this. 3 divided by 25. So 3 8s are 24, and then 1, and then again put the decimal and then bring 1 0. 3 3s are 9, and then 1. This repeats, so on. So 8.33333, so on. Okay. So this is going to be your value. But what is this? This is the value of 25 by 3. But you need to find 0.25 by 0.3. Okay. So students, can you tell me can you think of this answer in terms of compatible numbers? Okay. Try this as a homework. Okay. Find the compatible number of 0.25 and then find the compatible number of 0.3 and then find some approximate compatible answer. Okay. So you will be getting some answer, and then here we have got 25 by 3 as 8.33. So if your compatible answer also is near to 8.33, then leave the decimal point like that. In case if your compatible answer is somewhere like between 0 and 1, move this decimal point by 1%. If it is less than 0.1, move by another. Okay. So try this. Let's look at another example. Try to determine the missing number in each division statement. So here they are trying to divide some unknown number with minus 2.6 and they are saying the result is 9.62. Students, now observe that in the right hand side the answer is positive. Okay. When do we get positive number if we try to divide two numbers? Either if we divide positive number with a positive number or negative number with a negative number. In both these cases, we will be ending up with positive result. So here the answer is positive. So both these numbers should be of same sign. Either both should be positive or both should be negative. But they have given that one of the number is negative. So the other number also should be the positive. Sorry, negative. Okay. Because one of the given number is negative, even the other number also would be negative. So the answer would be negative. Then how to find this number? Let us assume that number as x. Let us assume the unknown to be x. Okay, students. And then x divided by minus 2.6 is equal to 9.62. Okay. Students, now this division, whatever number you are trying, with whatever number you are trying to divide, take that to the other side. So that becomes multiplication. Okay. Then you can write x as 9.62 times 2.6. And since we know the sign, let me put it as negative. And now you know how to multiply two decimal numbers. Okay, students. So try to multiply two decimal numbers, and since the answer is negative, so you will be getting 25.012 as the missing number. Okay. So let's look at another example. You need to divide minus 5 by 8 with some number. And what is the answer you are getting? Minus 15 by 56. Students, in the right hand side the value is negative. Can you tell me when do you get negative number? If you divide either positive number with a negative number or negative number with a positive number. So here the first one is negative number. So what should be the sign of the second number? Can it be negative? No, because if the second number is negative, first number is negative, then the division would be positive. So the second number can't be negative. So it should be positive number. So we have determined this unknown number. Okay, that is positive. Anyway, let us assume the unknown as some x. Let me represent it by x. Then how to determine its value? So we are given minus 5 by 8 divided by some unknown x. What is that value of x? That is minus 15 by 56. Now students, if division, we are trying to divide it by x. Let me carry this to the other side. Then it becomes multiplication. So this minus 5 by 8 divided by x is equal to minus 15 by 6. This I can write it as minus 5 by 8 is equal to minus 15 by 16 times x. See, whatever number you are trying to divide, you are trying to divide it by x. So if you will take it to the other side, it becomes multiplicand. So this is minus 15 by 16 times x. Then anyway, the sign of x is positive because both are negative. Then try to take this 15 by 16 towards the other side. This is multiplication in the left hand side. So in the right hand side it will become division. Let me not use minus anymore because you are quite familiar with that sign convention by now. So this 15 by 16, if you take it to the other side, we can write this as 5 by 8 divided by 15 by 16. Yes, students. So x here we can write it as 5 by 8 divided by 15 by 16. Now, so what is the value we have got? 5 by 8 divided by 15 by 16. Now students, this is a division problem. So how do we solve division problem? First we will convert this into a multiplication problem. So we can write x as 5 by 8 times. If you are trying to convert into a multiplication problem, this turns into its reciprocal. So we can write this as 16 by 15. And then how to multiply two fractions? Simply multiply their numerators, multiply by their denominators and divide them. Now, before solving, do you see any common factors? Yes, 8 2s are 16, 5 15s are 3. Okay, students. So this is going to be 2 by 3, the simplified form. So the answer is 2 by 3. Okay, students. So with this, let's wind up our today's lecture. Just think on these ideas. Okay, how can you use what you know about dividing integers and dividing fractions to divide two rational numbers in fraction form? That is what we have used. Okay, just again think on the same idea, and then how can you use what you know about dividing integers and dividing decimals to divide two rational numbers in decimal form. So these are the two things whatever we have discussed in the today's lecture. So again rethink on these ideas. Okay.